Once you have exported the data, you'll end up with a CSV file that looks like this. There are various steps to take now to make sure it's the way it should be. First of all, we type in date in here so that we no longer have those quotation marks. And then we scroll across the page and we select backlinks and page rank and we delete them. Try that again, backlinks and page rank, and delete them. And then Google position becomes G, Yahoo position we replace with Y, and Bing position we replace with a B. Then I select all three of these columns and then move the mouse over the middle of one of these two columns where you'll see it changes like that. And when it's in that position there, I double click and it squeezes the pages, those columns together. We also then select Google indexed, Yahoo indexed, and Bing indexed, and we delete those columns. And I'm deleting by Control minus. You might want to delete by hitting the right-hand mouse key. So if you click on that, then hit the right-hand mouse key, and you can delete columns that way. So now we have more or less the right data. What I'm going to do is select everything by clicking this box in the top left-hand corner, this one here. And then I go up off the page, and you'll, above at the top you'll see there's a menu options that says data, and one of the options under that is sort. So I've gone to click data at the top and then underneath that sort, and this is the menu that comes up. I want to make sure it is giving me range contains column labels. Yes, they do in this instance because we have date and all the others. So I click that. Then I go back to sort criteria, and I'm going to sort first of all by G, which is the Google positioning. So for some reason it's changed. I'm going to put it back up to Google and OK. And there we can see it's put everything in order as I want it. So the next thing I'm going to do is note down how many page ones there are on Google, how many page twos, and how many others. So I'm going to open a little notepad to do that, and here we can see I can count them down. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on page 1, so it's up to 10 is what we want. So Google has 5 on page 1. Page 2, it has 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 on page 2, and then there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 others within the first 100 pages. So then we do the same thing for Yahoo, which I can see. You may, well, this one hasn't actually recorded anything for Yahoo, but we would write that down. We can't do that for this one. But so let's skip to, we'll come back and do that another time. Bing, we can see you've got 1, 2 on page 1 for Bing, and then there are 1, 2, 3 on page 2 for Bing, and then 1 for page 3. 159 is not within the first 100, so we don't include that. So there is just the 1 beyond that. Now what you might want to do when you've got lots and lots of entries is put them all in order one by one. So once you've done Google, you might then decide to sort them by Yahoo or Bing. In this instance we'll do Bing, and you'll see there it's much easier to count. You've got 1, 2 on page 1, 1, 2, 3 on page 2, and 1 on the rest of of Bing within the first 100. 159 doesn't count. And then you want to put that information together on an email, which I will show you separately. And also you want to save this file. Once you've done the sorting, you want to save it as an Excel file. So you want to save it as one of these, not a CSV file. So you save it as an Excel file. And you may want to be saving lots of bits of data together into one Excel file and not lots of different Excel files depending on what is required. So that is how to organise the data that you get together for a rank report.